All right, guys, so we are in the cage this morning, Saturday morning. We tried to get out a little bit last night, didn't have much luck, so we just wanted to get out and see what the roads were like. But this morning I've actually got to try to get the Blue Ridge to the Home Depot, so let's see if we can navigate it. Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Rolling with T-Bone. If you're new here, welcome in. My name's T-Bone. I shoot motorcycle related content and any kind of content really. If you are new here, I'm about to check out a few of my videos. If you think I'm right for you, consider giving us a subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. If you're old here, welcome back. You know what's going on. Let's dive into it. All right, guys. Yeah, this is a crazy view here. We get that because of our humidity situation down here in the south. Our air is naturally wet anyway. That's why our humidity runs over 100% in the summertime. But when we get this wet snow like this, it sticks around for a minute. And there's just certain parts you got to drive careful on no matter what you do. But yeah, I know there'll be some videos coming out. I know Ray, second cousin, he'll be getting out playing in the snow a little bit. I know him and Katie Bug will probably be in the truck headed somewhere at some point, I'd say. I actually wouldn't go out, but I have got to run to Home Depot to pick up a couple of parts or something. But yeah, we've been dodging snow, and a lot of y'all probably up north are about to disagree with what I'm about to say. But when I come up to a hill like this, I kick the vehicle in neutral, because that allows me complete control with the brakes. If it's not pushing or pulling itself down this hill, it allows me to control what I'm doing on this hill. And I try to stay in the crunchy snow. I try not to run in ruts. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here and get on through to Highway 5. I'll holler back at y'all here in just a minute. This is probably just going to be a random video. There's probably not going to be much subject other than just running around in the snow trying to get things done. But I'll talk to y'all in just a minute. Yeah, we're still on the path. One of the problems with driving in the snow is people just get too dang big of a hurry. You know, I'm driving R1's Escape because it's all-wheel drive. I still don't get in no hurry. 20, 25 miles per hour. Ain't no hurry. All that'll be there when I get there. You know, the snow's pretty, but growing up a lifelong motorcycle enthusiast and a rider, I knew wintertime was the end of the riding season for the most part, especially when you get, well, I say that, I ride year round. But what I'm getting at is that where I live here in North Georgia, especially up here in the Blue Ridge Mountains, from about middle of January to about the first or second week of March, you never know what the weather's going to do. And February is kind of like February and May are just two toss-up months here in the South. You know, May can come in easy, go out hard, or you can have trouble all through the entire month of May. It really varies. A few vehicles out moving around. But yeah, just take your time. So the trip continues. All right, guys, we made it over to Highway 5. I talked to Georgia Hillbilly yesterday. He texted me when he went out, and I asked him how everything was. He wasn't kidding about 5. He said 5 was messy. Actually, 5 was in pretty bad shape. I didn't expect 5 to be this bad. But it's a state road, and the states are mainly going to focus on the interstates, and not much love given to which this is a main thoroughfare. Highway 5 connects McKaysville and Blue Ridge. But yeah, you can see pretty nasty out here. But the one thing I'm not seeing, which I'm also shocked about, is I'm not seeing a lot of cars sitting off to the side of the road. Usually you end up with a few cars sitting off the side where they kind of got caught with their pants down. They just can't make it home. But yeah, you know, I was talking earlier about kicking the car up in neutral going down the hill. And I know I'm going to get drawback on that. People say, no, man, you throw that thing down to low gear. You kick the vehicle out of gear, put it in neutral, and now the axles are no longer pulling or pushing the vehicle, and the weight of the vehicle itself controls the tires. You can slide up to a stop sign without sliding. But, you know, that's just little tricks I've learned growing up here in the mountains. I actually had a guy I worked for, AMS Construction, a guy named Ken I worked for, and he came from Connecticut originally. And he, brother, if you want to try to pass me, you go right on ahead. I got a Chevy truck behind me, but he's been behind me basically the whole way. But we, Ken had decided that he wanted to buy a new sofa for his cabin that he had, and he said, man, it's going to snow, but I really want to go pick this sofa up. So we got to Ball Ground, Georgia, because we were going to Cummins, Georgia, and the snow was coming down pretty good. We got to Cummins, coming back through Ball Ground, he got panicked. He pulled over. Now, we were driving a Chevy two-wheel drive 1500 extended cab, and with a trailer on the back of it hauling the furniture. He said, man, we're going to have to get a hotel room. I'm like, no, we ain't getting no hotel room. Let me drive. He said, I'm hungry. So I drove us all the way to the Walmart in LJ. He got out of the truck, went in, we grabbed a sandwich. He said, man, we'll have to park in Blue Ridge somewhere. I said, well, no, we're going straight to your cabin. Now, his cabin's up in Hell's Hollow, off of Machelza Deck Road. I know Hillbilly knows what I'm talking about. But I drove us all the way into his driveway, helped him unload the couch. Now, it was like 11 o'clock at night when we got back. And I had a Subaru Forester. I still got it. He said, you want to spend the night, get up and try to go home in the morning? I'm like, no, dude. I went home, picked up R1. Her and I went to the Conoco in Copper Hill in Gatesville. We rode around for a little while. He was seeing him the next day. He said, man, he said, I came from Connecticut where we get like snow. He said, I've never seen nobody drive like that. But he was like driving in low gear all the way. And I told him, I said, dude, you're going to burn your transmission up. So I started showing him the neutral trick, going down the hills in neutral, letting the truck just kind of control itself, letting the weight of the vehicle control the tires. He said, I've never seen nobody driving in snow like that. But now, would I tell you to go out and do that? No, you better learn how to drive in the snow for yourself. My suggestion would be, stay slow. You're driving in hazardous conditions. Now, do I think I'm going to not have, can I have, absolutely, I can get involved in an accident. Between here and Home Depot, before I get back home, I can be involved in an accident. But I try to just do my best. You know, I'm out here on this road, running about 40, not pushing nothing. But I'm going to push on to the Home Depot, get what I need, and I'll talk to y'all on the way back. So y'all just hang tight. All right, guys, got everything picked up that I need to get picked up. A little bit of lunch, a little bit of Home Depot. Man. Something tells me that our local Walmart here, I did go in, they were not prepared for what happened. Which I don't know that you can really ever be prepared. But I got this much done. Oh, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to demonstrate. If you look at that road, it's pretty slick right through here. Well, never mind. The light changed. You run the yellow light, T-Bone? I did. Didn't mean to. It just worked out that way. It's only about, let's see, the external temperature is about 28 degrees. Not that y'all can see that. You know, when I was a kid, I used to love to get out and ride around in the snow. We would get out and drive around in it all night long. Now, it's just, I had to come to Blue Ridge to the Home Depot, so it ended up being this way. But, guys, I'll come back and close this little old short video out here in just a few minutes. Y'all hang tight. Well, you know what they say, some of the best stuff happens when you're not recording. Up there playing in the middle of the road with their doggy. I don't know about that. I believe I can get out of the middle of the road. But we're almost home, guys. We've our little trip out in the snow to run and do what we needed to do was, well, I'm not home yet, but I'm going to say it's successful. Now, this is kind of a demonstration. I kicked the car up in neutral. I'm going down a pretty good incline. Y'all won't be able to tell that on the camera. But it's not a super steep incline, but it is one of them inclines where if you're not paying attention, you can pick up a lot of speed really fast. So I just kick it up. And I don't know if I'm explaining it right when I say it, but the motion of the car moving, whether you're in a front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, your axles are pulling or pushing you. You're either pulling or pushing. When I kick the car up in neutral, that allows the weight of the car to sit on top of the tires. Like right here, I can come and just ease down on my brakes, and I can slow it all the way down. Just never slam on your brakes. That's probably one of the worst things you could possibly do, is start slamming on your brakes. But you just ease your brakes down real slow with just firm pressure. Don't panic. Kick it up in neutral. Just ease down on your brake real slow, just like I'm doing here. That way, see, I still got complete control of the car, even in this slick patch right here. I don't know. I know somebody will come at me in the comments. They'll say, no, T-Bone, you got to put it in low and you got to drive it in low. And I say, if you want to do that, but when you burn your transmission out, that's on you. That's between you and your mechanic. But yeah, man, boy, that's a pretty old car sitting right there for sale. It's covered in snow. I like that purple color. Y'all know I'm not offended about purple. But, you know, I was thinking about that, driving in these automatic vehicles, you kick it up in neutral like that. You know, back in the old days, I drove straight shift all the time. My trucks and cars, I normally wouldn't buy them unless they were straight shifts. Little boy going up through there on that side by side, kicking it sideways. Teenagers out having fun. We didn't have toys like that. We had to use real cars when we got out and played when I was a teenager back in the 80s and 90s. You didn't have little things like that to play with. But, you know, when that's like even on a motorcycle. Coming into a curve too hot on a motorcycle, the first thing people want to do is start jamming the brakes. I just pull in the clutch and I let the weight of the motorcycle settle on top of the tires. When you pull in the clutch, that stops things from happening. Your chain or your belt or your drive shaft are no longer pushing. Just little things that I picked up in my 47 years on this planet. But this area right through here in Epworth, and Hillbilly knows what I'm talking about when I say this, it does get love from the county, but the problem with the county and what they do here, and of course, it ain't a problem and it's not nobody's fault, it's just the nature of the beast, is when they come through here with their scrape, their snow plow, and they leave that little thin layer of wet behind them, and man, like overnight, that turns into a solid sheet of ice. But of course, we've got a bunch of impatient people here, and we're not going to just sit still and wait for it all to go away. We have to get out in it at least once, But I'll tell you what, guys, remember Sunday night, 7 p.m., good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, me over on the Political Rider channel, me and the Retired Rider will be having our second episode of Down the Rabbit Hole, and this time we're going to be going down the rabbit hole talking about Bohemian Grove. So y'all be sure to tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know some of y'all are on Central, some of y'all are on Mountain Time, but y'all come in, hang out with us, hang out in the side chat. Always good conversation going on in there. That's the Political Writer channel. If you've not subscribed to the Political Writer channel yet, run over there and subscribe real quick. That way, turn on your notifications. That way, you'll know when Down the Rabbit Hole goes live at 7 p.m. And then also that 5 p.m. John and his brother Coy, they usually have a guest, but they have the actual Political Writer program. So y'all remember to go check them out too. And unbeknownst to the retired writer John, my co-host, I've already got next week's video lined up, episode. But y'all will have to wait and come to the Political Writer channel at 7 p.m. Sunday night to see what that is tomorrow night. But I'll tell you what, guys, I'm gonna call this video shot. Just a little short impromptu video. This ain't gonna be a Monday episode. I'm gonna put it out today sometime. Good Lord willing, and the Wi-Fi don't go out. But I want to just to say a special thank you to all of the first responders, the EMTs, firefighters, police officers. Thank y'all for your service, and please stay safe during this time. And to the linemen who are out here trying to get power back to people. And, you know, we take those guys, we never really think about what those guys do for us, and we kind of take it for granted that they're just out there on the job. So I want to take a minute and just say thank you to the linemen, to the EMTs, all those guys. Y'all stay warm and stay safe out here trying to help us stay safe and stay warm. Well, guys, until the next time, y'all remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you know every time Rolling with T-Bone uploads a video or goes live. And until the next time, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and hey, thanks for watching.